Hi, welcome back to Miss Kulala's Mystical Musings. So, I've been pretty quiet, um, but I've had a lot of stuff going on outside of, like social media stuff. And so I just wanted to give you an update of one of the things. I've been working with Rock Your World events. Laura Moody is she's the event organizer for all of that. And we do expos, or some people know them as psychic fairs, or but it's a very, it has all sorts of crystals and tarot and readings, and it's a psychic fair. So all sorts of stuff goes on there, and I'll be doing that this summer. So I just had one, and I took some footage, and I hope you'll join me, and I'll talk a little bit about what happened, and it's pretty much what my summer's going to be about again. So you probably won't see me as much, but I'll put little updates like this on there. So yeah, let me know what you think. So here I am at the expo. I'm going to turn the camera around so I can show you. So the expo was last weekend. It was in Kalamazoo, Michigan at the Expo Center. And I was just kind of giving an update on my sales and stuff like that. Both days went fairly well. I think I did probably about the same both days, and I definitely made back what I put into it, because there is a little bit of there's a cost to rent your booth, and it's for both days. And then I paid for electric because I have a light that I use for my readings at 8 o'clock, and people had from 8 to 7:30, or 8 to 9:30 to set up, because the show starts at 10. And today they open their doors back here for us to get in at 9. So I was just sitting there waiting for a little bit. I get to everything really early. I've always been that way. I even used to go to work in Elkhart, Indiana, and I would sit at my job for at least a half an hour before it was time to go in. So yeah, maybe that's the Virgo. Walk around the expo and show you everything before all the people get in. All right, so just got in the door. Everybody is still, like I said, the doors just opened, and a lot of people, all they do is cover their stuff. So here's my little humble spot. And I still have what little stuff I bring. I do still have it covered. So, and there's my reading table right there. Oops. My big flexes and other people's stuff. And this is next to me. So I will show you after everybody gets set back up. I'll walk around, because it's all covered. So I didn't really get to everybody, which you'll see. Well, here's my reading table. I have a light, makes it a little bit easier to see the palm lines. And crystals for support. Timer. There's my main table. That's really all the stuff that I bring. Hand sanitizer and lotion. There's my cards, napkins, in case you get a little bit of too much of that stuff. So there's that. So they come back and they sit down. So let's walk around the expo. Readers, as a reader, I don't bring any material or any product to sell. Hi, smile. The fair lasts from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And I think it's $10 to get in. I didn't even look at that, but I think it's $10. Good morning. Everything smelled so good in here. Good. How are you doing? Guess maybe I could take a slower look at everything, huh? I bought one of your bags last year and my daughter loves it. She loves it? Oh, yes. All right, thank you, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Always like a good report. Thank you. That's gorgeous too. Yeah. And it smells so good in here. It's between, I think, $250 to almost $300 to rent a booth for a normal 2-day show. The more expensive, the more space they have, and crystals and candles. You know, I mean, you make your money back within a couple hours of the first day. Like right now, people are just setting up, and I don't think I got footage of the traffic that came through. It was more just the setup and stuff. There was so much wonderful stuff. Is that obsidian? What is no, that's not. Is that sandstone? Sandstone. Gorgeous. You can pretty much find anything you want here. Just an iPad, but I'm gonna. Did you want to say hi? Okay. It's just iPad Pro 12. Oh, okay. Yeah. He was asking me about the iPad because he saw me walking around, and I think I better figure out how to blur out faces. So hopefully I can do that before you watch this. There's lots of books over here. Lots of books. Look at all that. Morning. And then just all sorts of stuff. I will say that this was one of the slower shows, and I don't know if maybe it was because people were gearing up for the eclipse, or maybe it was Mercury retrograde. But on average, I did make $100 less a day than what I normally do per show. So that wasn't a lot of difference, but I did notice that, the traffic came sporadically instead of a constant flow. Normally there is a constant flow at these. I am so good. How are you doing? Today's going to be a good day. Did you do pretty good yesterday? That's the same here. So today's going to be better. That's right. So I gotta say, when I'm doing these shows, the reading is a little bit more enhanced when I do an in-person reading, because I have found that just from holding somebody's hand, I will get feelings, and I will relay those feelings to the querent when they're sitting with me. And I would say 95% of the time I'm usually right on the money with that. So I've noticed that there's more than just looking at the lines.
Good. How are you?
And I will say what I'm feeling, and I always say, and I feel, and they will usually, wow, that's right, that's accurate. And then it really helps the energy, or whatever you want to call it. Gives me confidence to trust my gut every time I get a feeling like that. And so it gets, just from doing that, it gets more and more accurate every time I do that. So, and I believe that's a part of being clairtangent. I used to be able to hold, like if somebody was wearing jewelry for a long time, I could hold that jewelry and get visions. So I haven't had the visions from touching somebody's hand, but I still get feelings. So I'm looking to do more in-person readings eventually, and not just at these shows, but eventually I want to have my own piece of property or something where I can bring people to my home. I don't want to bring them inside my home, but like a little
really good
tiny
setup.
room or something, little shed thing that I can turn into my she shed.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
but yeah.
Beautiful, yes. Oh my goodness. Gorgeous. Wow. Is that
Malachite?
Malachite?
Yes, I polished it myself.
Beautiful. Wow. Beautiful job.
So when I'm not doing these shows, I work for Spiritual Blossom. And sorry about that. Spiritual Blossom is a psychic hotline. And I'm what's called an advisor on there. And Spiritual Blossom is great for beginners. Like I had no experience. And if you try to sign up with one of those bigger platforms, chances of you getting hired without experience are very low. And I had actually tried that. This is my neighbor, and wait till you see all her stuff. Oh my gosh, it's magnificent. You'll see that at the end. So what I was saying about Spiritual Blossom is that it's getting me the experience, and I've been with them since September now, so it's getting me the experience that I need, so that if I want to go bigger, I can. And on there, it's a wonderful platform. It's the sister company to Mystic Sense, and it's set up just like Mystic Sense. It's so easy. There's video, text message type chat or whatever, typing chat messenger thing, and then
I'm looking at all your crystals and
phone call. And if you don't want to use one service, say you didn't want to use the video because you don't want to do your hair and makeup, which I don't normally anyway. You get what you get. But you can disable a service at any time. And you set your prices. They give you a guideline, and goodness gracious, those darn things. I set my prices, and it's you'll see all different prices if you go to Spiritual Blossom and look it up. And for somebody that is very short on time, they just need you to get in 12 hours a week. And I will tell you, I do struggle with just getting those 12 hours in. So, and I'm still there. Like I said, I've been there since September. It's a wonderful platform. If you're ever interested, go check it out. It's so user-friendly. can collect your money anytime you want. You know, I mean, it's just, I can't say enough about the platform. It's an actual wonderful platform. And again, it's a sister company to Mystic Sense, which is one of the top companies. So, yeah, that keeps me pretty busy. Besides, you guys know I'm a full-time nanny.
Wow. All sorts of tarot. And mind you, the good tarot.
I was so tempted to get some tarot when I was there, and I'm really trying to watch what I buy right now because I have a lot right now. You know, I have that Hay House subscription that I get every 3 months, and you know, I just want to make sure that I'm using everything that I have. I've been working with Lenormand a little more. I have a really great Lenormand deck that's just beautiful. Sorry, I'm actually sitting on the hotlines right now. And it just needs to know that I'm still here.
That's a big agate. Wow. Rings. We'll walk in. Necklaces. Look at that. Oh, that is so cool. I love that.
So when I do get to my neighbor, it'll be the last thing that you see. She has these journals, handmade journals that she puts so much time into. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. I get really in-depth personal with my neighbor. She's just such a talented young woman. And it made me think of, you know, I mean, there's so many things that you can find at these that, you know, that you wouldn't really think of finding at a show, you know, at a psychic fair. And it's actually the first time that I've seen journals like that. That's a beautiful pendant right there. Labradorite is my favorite. So tongue-tied there. Isn't that gorgeous? But, you know, I mean, when you think you might not have something to bring to these shows to participate with, and whatever you're creating, you can bring here, and people just love it. Just love it. I think she probably was one of the top sellers at this whole show. I mean, just wonderful.
Hi.
This is a nerve. It's the upper branch. It's called trigeminal neuralgia.
Yeah, I won't. I shut it off, so.
That was Mrs. Moody. She had a lot going on with her health and her eyes, and she did not want to be on camera, and I would never do that to anybody. So that's why I will definitely have effects on here to blur out people's faces, because the only people I asked were my neighbors, and they did not have a problem with it. So, but yeah, we
we definitely prayed and meditated and sent all sorts of healing light towards Laura. So I hope that it helped. I truly do, because she works hard, you know. And if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have these. So at least not this particular ones. And she's been doing it for years. My competition right there. It's my competition. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Good morning. I'm pretty sure that you will find whatever you need coming in here, crystal-wise. And, ooh, wow, that's gorgeous.
Before anything got higher, the dean was like shadowing people. And then I got hired. And then next month, like 30 days.
Oh, you do that too. That's awesome. Good morning.
Good morning. We have one of the authentic cameras from the 70s. We're actually the
Oh.
only camera in the state of Michigan that travels that offers a true ortho. Everybody else is on digital. And so we're very special and unique because you can see things in the true photo that you can't see in the digital.
Absolutely. You guys are the ones that did mine probably, I think, 3 years ago. It was in Jackson.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. It's awesome. You did my whole family.
All right, glad to hear.
Morning. Oh, and honey, look at that. You know, that's the good honey. Good morning. I'm good. How are you doing? Oh, it looks like. And look, they even have perfume. I mean, you're going to walk in and find anything and everything when it comes to spiritual stuff and you know, all the goodies that go along with it, or that you could imagine to begin a spiritual practice. It's here at these fairs. And, you know, these fairs, it's like I see the same faces about once a month, maybe sometimes every 2 months. You know, not everybody does the whole circuit. Like, I'm not going to go to Pennsylvania, and I think there's a show in Pennsylvania in the next couple of weeks. Wonderful. I'm not going to drive that far, but I'm actually going to go to Frankenmuth in June. And I think and I hear that's a pretty decent show. So we're getting ready to look at my neighbor's stuff here. These people are becoming my family. That I was telling you about. And these are journals, and primarily journals, right?
Yeah, journals and junk journals, and
they're just gorgeous, just beautiful. And she makes them all. These journals pick you. I mean, you don't pick them; they pick you. And I actually had my eye on one, and I told her that if she did not sell it by the end of the day, it would be mine. But somebody bought it. In fact, it's this beautiful one. Oh, I got a close-up of it. It's coming up here. I'm probably going to have one by the end of the day. So it's that one right there. How much is that one right there? I Won't Be Silent. And she did it in the style of Wednesday. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. And it picked somebody else, and it went home with who it was supposed to go home to. But you can order these. You know, you can order them online. And I'll give you a close-up of the card. Check that out. But
my
yeah,
gosh.
I hope that you
I love
enjoyed my
that.
little
How
tour.
much are those?
It's about over,
$3
and I
a piece,
appreciate
4
you
ounces of
hanging
pie.
out with me.
Oh my gosh.
And
That's
I
excellent.
got some other stuff going on in the works. So
I.
I hope everybody has a blessed day, and thank you for joining me.
Oh, she's gorgeous. And now I'm definitely going to